Hello everyone, my name is Alfonso Castaneda and welcome to the very first episode of the Football Amateur Show, guys. Thank you guys so much for coming and listening. Today we'll be talking about different things. We got the Champions League, the second legs, we got the Europa League, we got so many cool things happening in the English Premier League, the MLS. MLS, right? It's gonna be great, guys. Yeah. And yeah, we'll hope you guys enjoy it. Well, I'm gonna introduce you guys to my host. First, we got here our biology expert, semi-pro soccer player, Michael Milner. Everyone put up for Michael Milner right here. Yeah. Next up, very exciting. Next up, we got our engineer, civil engineer, and predictor extraordinaire, Ahmed Merge.
Boom! What's up, y'all?
What's up, guys? Woo! Yeah, give it up for me. What's up, guys? Wow. And lastly, guys, yours truly, the owner and manager, PR consultant, Instagram, social media guru. Thank you. I like that. Thank you. Yeah. Owner also of the semi-successful gaming channel Alpha 181. Give it up for yours truly, Alfonso Castaneda. Thank you guys. Appreciate that. Thank you guys so much. But anyway, let's get right into it. So today's first topic we got. Actually, before we even start, how's everyone doing? You guys doing good?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Doing great?
Just hanging out.
Yeah.
Done with fun.
School's good? Sort of. Yeah?
Yeah.
Anything good? All right, sounds good, guys. So today we're going to be talking about Champions League, guys. So we just came off of the very first leg of the Liverpool series, Liverpool versus Barcelona. What do you guys think? First thoughts. What do you guys think?
It's over.
I mean,
I think it's pretty done.
As a Liverpool fan, it's hard to see any hope after that game. But I mean, a 3-0 loss away from home is really bad. We couldn't get even one goal, and Salah had his chance in the last 70 minutes. He missed it. So, I mean, coming back from a 3-0 aggregate against Barcelona is definitely going to be tough.
Dude,
It's going to be on your home soil, too.
Home
So if
soil,
you get any,
I mean,
if they end up in any,
yeah, definitely. I
Now
mean,
you
the
gotta
hope
get 4 or
that
5
is
goals.
that Anfield will be able to stand up and the crowd will definitely support the team. But, I mean, with the Messiah on the other team,
Messiah, dude.
it's really going to be
dude,
hard.
freaking
That was a-
Messi,
that
dude.
was a hell of a showing
Did you
from
guys
him,
see
too.
that freaking free
That
kick,
free kick
man?
was
Yeah.
That free kick
was definitely
amazing, dude.
unbelievable. Right past Joe Gomez's head, right over Alisson,
now
straight
did it
into
take a
the top
deflection or
left.
was that?
I thought it was a
Corner.
deflection at first.
I
I
saw
thought
it,
it was
I
a
wasn't
deflection, but once you see it closely, dude, it was like tiny bit off.
Deflection or not, he was set
Holy
It was-
way
it was
out
a
of the
fantastic
18,
shot. Oh
and
my
it was a
He was
fantastic
in the
shot.
30 meters range. That
a
was
god, dude. Honestly,
And Messi
man.
hit his 600th goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He needed 2 goals.
Out of he got the
His career,
last
right?
2 goals, so pretty much.
Yeah, and he creeps a little
He
bit closer
is-
to Cristiano Ronaldo on the all-time
Yeah.
goal
dude.
scoring list.
Yeah,
in EPL.
Ronaldo hit the 600 right before him the other day.
Oh,
and-
right.
And so
Yeah.
Messi just one step behind and another foot in front of it.
Yeah, and honestly, I gotta say though, Liverpool didn't even play that bad.
Yeah, so
Liverpool didn't play that bad.
That,
I mean,
that game definitely
They didn't
with
play
Liverpool.
bad at all. I felt
Like-
as though that the problem with Liverpool, because I think if you look at Liverpool, ended up taking a couple more shots on target than Barcelona did even.
yeah.
Definitely,
Liverpool
yeah.
just didn't finish.
Yeah, no,
They just had a really hard time finishing.
Legit, man. Milner had a great shot right in front of the box.
Yeah.
Right in
Right.
front of the box, right there. But I mean,
And he
Ter
just
Stegen
didn't-
got it, man.
He just didn't have it lined up right for him. So
Right.
he kind of took the shot standing over it, which is a problem for him, of course. But
yeah.
you got to be able to put things like that away.
Yeah. Thoughts on the Salah miss at the end?
Yeah, the
That was
slowness
tough.
was definitely disappointing.
On his right foot.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, right on the post.
If that's
too, man.
happening to me, I'm back on the training ground the next day. I'm working on my right foot.
Yeah,
I'm
Legit,
sorry.
dude.
exactly.
That's unbelievable.
Not
I
touching
understand
the
it's a
ball
weak
with
foot, but
anything else.
Yeah.
The goal's wide open.
You can't miss those, man.
Goes
You
wide
can't
open.
miss those, man.
Especially since
Especially-
that goal would have made the biggest difference.
Yeah,
I'm
you would've
taking
had
the
one
game
more,
back home.
and
One
it would've-
away goal.
Would have kept you in it a little bit more too.
Exactly.
I would have preferred a 3-1 over a 3-0. That's for
Definitely.
At least it would have been
definitely.
interesting, and you got an away goal coming into your hometown, so you can give up 1 goal.
Yeah.
sure. We're recording this on Wednesday, and we're gonna post this on Monday. So this week we got the second leg of the Liverpool game. What do you guys think, Michael? What do you think? Chances of Liverpool making it through?
I think it's done.
I think
it's
it's
over,
over.
especially after normally Messi has a little bit of a. I'm not just gonna say he's quiet on the bigger stage, but I think he's got a little bit of a harder time out there for sure. And he kind of feels like he's got that team on his back. But after showing like he did tonight, that and going in there with a 3-0 lead, I don't see it happening to a team as experienced as
Dude.
Barcelona.
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, I think it definitely would be awesome if Liverpool at least took a win, but it's definitely no chance of going any further in the competition. And that's why they should just focus on the last 2 games of the Premier League.
Yeah.
And just hope that Man City can drop some points. But other than that, it's not looking so good.
Yeah. I mean, I think this is just Messi's year, man. I think it's just Messi's
He's having
year.
a fantastic
I think
year.
it's
This year's unworldly.
The man's
run, right?
possessed.
Yeah. He's carrying the team
for
man.
the Champions League. Like, he's ready to take that Champions League trophy.
Right.
And
Because
probably
It's been
win.
3 years since they came out of the quarterfinals, so.
Right.
So.
And I mean, I'm telling you, like, Barcelona played well, but they could have played a lot better, I think, today at least.
Yeah.
And because I feel like Messi just carried the whole team. Suarez didn't play so well. I think he could have done a lot more, I think, tonight at least.
Right place at the right time for the first goal.
Exactly.
Just the first goal.
That's
the
the thing. I mean,
That was a nice
if
ball
you're
in from Jordi
making
Alba,
that
too.
one goal,
Right.
you could play bad for the rest of the game.
Exactly.
And that's the thing. Liverpool, even though they played well the whole game,
Right.
that they had many chances and people didn't capitalize on those chances, so
Right.
they took the L.
Agreed. So no chances then, right?
No, I'm sorry.
No chances?
Yeah, that
Right.
well, you know, especially the way that they're playing at the end of the game. I almost felt like they'd given up.
Oh,
if you were
man.
watching at the end of the game, just the way that last, I don't know if you guys saw the last 5 minutes, 90
Yeah.
to 95th minute was hard to watch. It was like
Mhm.
you just saw that team kind of fall apart at the end. So,
Right.
especially when Dembele, that game,
Oh,
that
dude,
game should have been 4-0. I'm
It
sorry.
should have been 4-0.
I mean, they were
It should've
all
been.
up there because they all wanted to get. There was literally 1 minute left in that game, and
Well,
they
yeah.
all wanted to get 1 goal just so that that aggregate can slightly help them. Yeah, Dembele definitely did mess up, and it was a great chance for Barcelona. But I mean, there was only one man back, and I mean that proves that Barcelona is not invincible, but they are invincible.
They are.
Like,
Legit. So predictions, what do you think? Next
Predictions
game.
for the next leg?
Next game. Next leg.
I'd say it's 2-1 either way.
2-1?
I don't know.
Michael, what do you think?
2-1.
What do you think?
I mean, Barcelona doesn't have to worry about the league anymore, so they can kind of just
True.
focus on the
That's
Champions
also
League.
another thing.
I forgot about that.
Messi's
Yeah.
still chasing after that Ronaldo overall goal scorer thing, so
Right.
I think he'll definitely be in for it. So
Yeah.
I'd probably say 2 or 3-1. I would say 3-1 to Barcelona.
Damn. At home? At away. Away.
Yeah.
3-1
away.
Barcelona. Man, I'll give it a Liverpool win, but it's gonna be 2-1. Like it's not gonna get him through to the next round. That's for sure. You heard it here first, guys. 2-1. Place your bets. Just kidding, don't do that. Anyways. All right, guys. Now on to our next topic. We got Ajax versus Tottenham Spurs. Can I say it? I can't say Tottenham. Tottenham Spurs.
I'm from America.
Yeah.
Good enough to call it football.
Football, right? We got Ajax versus Spurs. What do you guys think last night's game, Michael?
I thought it was a really interesting game. I'm glad that it's close.
Right.
I feel like there's something to see in the second leg for sure.
Yeah.
Then you're talking about a Tottenham team who, in all fairness, handled Man City incredibly well.
Right,
So
that's true.
both home and away.
Definitely. And playing without Son and Kane, I think they played really well. They didn't have as many chances as they'd hope to have, but they were definitely able to defend really well. And even though the first half didn't go so well in their favor, the second half they really put the pressure on. I mean, they put more pressure than when they played against Juve and when they played against Real Madrid. I mean, Tottenham definitely showed that they deserve to be in that position. And when they get Son back, hopefully next game
Do
they
they
can
have
show
him for
something
second
else.
leg?
They
do
have
do
Son
They
for
do have
second
him, right?
leg. It was just a suspension for the first leg. So
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm-
And I felt like the first 30 minutes, Tottenham were just kind of blown away.
yeah,
Ajax was
definitely.
killing it.
Ajax
the
came
first
out
23
of
minutes.
the
yeah.
gate like you would not believe in that first 30 minutes. So
Yeah.
from there, but after that, actually towards the end of the game, I kind of was worried about what I saw from Ajax. So
Yeah.
when I'd seen them it felt like for the last 20 minutes or so that they just kind of sat back and they just invited on pressure, and that you can 100% do that. That obviously worked out to play for them, but
Right.
I felt like they really put themselves at risk to concede.
I mean, if they ended the game how they started the game, like the first 20 minutes how they were playing, that was really, really, really good. Like it was crazy good, man. And you know what I think? They lost their momentum once that big injury came in. You know,
Yeah,
Vertonghen,
definitely.
right? Dude, that was a crazy concussion, dude. That was
Yeah.
I was like, damn, that's crazy, man. Like,
Yeah.
And that's
Shoot,
the
it looked
thing.
bad. It looked really
they
bad,
should
man.
really look into the rules of what happens when a player gets that seriously injured.
Man.
I mean, they should definitely not let players back on.
Dude, the coach was. I don't know what happened, but they were like, "Yeah, you're good."
The player definitely wanted to go back on the field, and
He wanted to go back in.
That's how it always is.
Yeah, that's how it always is.
I've had 3 concussions in my life, and every time I've ever had one, besides the one where I blacked out,
Man, dude.
the other 2 I actually wanted to go back and play.
Yeah.
Regardless, you shouldn't. So it was surprising to see them actually allow him back on the field.
Dude, I just want to know, is he fine? I'm looking it up right now. I think he's fine. He's fine right now. But
he should be fine.
He should be fine. Dude, I was actually kind of worried. I was like, dude, it looks really bad.
Yeah, it did definitely look really bad. But
I mean,
anyway, in the next game, I think Lucas Moura played really well that game.
Oh, yeah, dude.
But Dele Alli definitely needs to step it up. He really did not play that.
Yeah.
Another huge thing I felt like was Tottenham made a huge mistake in leaving Sissoko out of their starting 11.
Yeah, definitely.
So Sissoko,
who was he in for Tottenham?
They had
right?
he's in for Tottenham, but they had played Wanyama, and I understand the idea of playing Wanyama to try to break up passes. Because Ajax are obviously a pass-heavy first team, but I feel like Sissoko's role in that squad was so much greater than just playing Wanyama. I mean, if you can try to fit both of them in and play a greater midfield, but and you saw it as soon as Sissoko came back out to play later in the second half. He made a big difference, and I felt like that was part of the reason why Tottenham started getting back into it a little bit.
I agree. He came in with more like he wanted to be there. You know, I don't know if that was what was lacking or not, but it looked like he really wanted it, and it just brought a different energy when he came in. That's for sure.
Offers a little bit on the front foot, which I feel as though Wanyama probably doesn't do.
I see.
Also, I feel like Rose had a really, really bad game that day.
Dude.
I mean, his work rate is pretty decent, but his touches were bad. His crosses inside were no good. His receiving of the ball really just didn't help the team. Right. And that's where I feel like when Son gets back, these people will be able to play their natural position better just because they could depend on the Son to close the goals mainly.
Yeah, he's been a fantastic closer for them.
Oh, Son, dude. Oh, dude. Yeah, they need. I feel like. So, guys, this goes into the next question. What do you guys think? Second leg. Who's winning? Second leg.
I think Tottenham's taking it.
Really? How much?
I think I would love to see Ajax win.
Yeah.
But I think Tottenham will probably win.
Really? What score?
And I would say it's at
1-0 right now.
Right?
So it's at Ajax.
It is at Ajax home. So I mean, and it's funny because even in the previous games they lost to Real at home. They lost to. They tied to.
Right.
Or did they tie or lose to Juventus?
Who?
At home.
Ajax.
Yeah.
It was there was 1-0. Cristiano Ronaldo scored the first.
Yeah. So they lost again at home against Cristiano Ronaldo, and they have an amazing away form. That's 3 games in a row away that they've beaten their opposition.
Yeah.
Right.
And so, I mean, anything can happen, definitely.
Yeah, anything can happen.
And Tottenham have been playing like they want it. They want to get into that final game. They haven't done it before, so they in a long time at least, and so they really want to get that position. And I mean, they're gonna have a tough time against Barca if Barca makes it through.
Man, dude.
When Barca makes it
anybody
through.
who makes it through against Barca will have a hard time.
Dude,
but I think,
yeah, go for it.
Okay. I think another big thing that's going to factor into this was the fact that Ajax didn't have to play their cup final. It actually got moved to this week. It's moved to
Really?
Yeah, they moved it. So they had it would be Tottenham who had a little bit less rest, and it'll be the opposite for this game. So Tottenham's last game will be on the 4th, I think, May 4th.
Will be by the time of this recording, it'll be this end of the week, I think.
Yeah.
By the time of the recording. But anyway, guys. Well, I mean, do any of these teams have what it takes to take down Barcelona or Liverpool? Let's say Liverpool makes it.
100%.
Really?
I think 100%. I think whichever one of these teams, it's going to be hard for sure. But when I first looked at the Tottenham versus Man City, I said that there's no chance with this.
Right, that's true.
And what did Tottenham come out?
You know what? You're right. I see
they
that.
can shock
and
you.
you're not alone.
Really
Everyone thought Man City would sweep over.
I thought Man City was going to take the whole thing. I really did.
I thought they did.
I mean, beginning this competition, Man City were definitely favorites to win the.
I thought it was going to be Man City, Juventus, or Barcelona.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So I mean, this whole Champions League's been full of surprises.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that Tottenham. I mean, Tottenham doesn't have a whole lot to worry about a whole lot as far as resting their players right now either, because they don't have to worry about the league so much. I think they're pretty steadily in 3rd. They're not. I mean, they can go up, but they don't have a very hard schedule for the end of the year.
Let me check their last few games.
They've already got their City games out of the way, so they're done.
True. I mean, their last games.
I mean, the race for top 4 is definitely on between the last 3, but Tottenham are clear 2 points. They're in 3rd, clear 2 points.
Because they have Bournemouth away.
They have Bournemouth away.
And then Everton home. So,
but Everton's definitely stepped up their form, and
Yeah, dude, I feel like-
Erlson's definitely picked up form in recent weeks. I mean, they just beat Man United 4-0, and
right.
they beat
Oh
up-
my God!
and
Yeah, that game.
that was
not beat
an
Man United
insane game.
Man, it's not Man United. Dude, with their form right now, man.
Yeah.
I mean, Man United, I don't even know who they have left.
I mean, if you're not whipping up on Man United, then you're not playing anymore.
Exactly, dude. Actually, Ahmed, you want to talk about your bet you made against Ajax?
Yeah, well, Ajax.
wow.
I mean, the odds were it was almost a guaranteed win. I mean,
You think? I thought it was gonna be hard.
I
man.
mean,
thought
I
Tottenham
actually
was gonna
thought
score.
Ajax were gonna beat them by more, because I mean, the fact
Yeah.
that Ajax had a week rest and
Yeah.
Son was out, and I mean, and Ajax's away form, and just how they managed to handle the last two teams, and the last two teams are both teams that people would assume, like Juventus and Real, like they're bigger clubs than Tottenham.
For sure.
Even though Tottenham have played great football recently, I mean, it's definitely, I felt like it was a guaranteed win, and they won, but it definitely was no easy
It
win.
was close.
It
I
was
really thought
definitely
the Spurs
no
were
easy
gonna
win.
Those
score at
teams were
least one, dude.
Full of veterans too. I mean, you're talking about beating Juventus with all those players who played. I mean, given they didn't have Chiellini for the end of it, which I feel like made a huge difference for Juventus. But
So what do you
even
guys
then-
say predictions for the
So,
next game?
Michael, you go first.
For
What do
the
you think?
next game,
Thoughts?
I think a 2-1 Tottenham victory will put them through,
2-1.
right? Because that'd give
Yeah,
them
that'd
two-
give them the thing.
give them
Yeah.
2 away goals.
2 away goals.
And
Ahmed?
I think that's something
I
that
honestly think it will be I think it will be 1-1 Ajax go through.
That's a good. I think that's a
Yeah.
good one. I say 2-1.
1-1 or 2-2. So I feel a draw.
I can see a
don't
draw. I
know.
can see that. I got 2-1 Ajax, guys.
Yeah.
2-1 Ajax. I see it.
I
At
don't know.
home.
I think I understand
Yeah.
thinking Ajax for sure, but this
Yeah.
game I know they were sitting Sissoko for the first bit of it because he's a little bit. I think he had a little bit of an injury. He should
Yeah.
be He should be good up to full rest, but especially with them not particularly needing to play him against Bournemouth. I don't feel like that's necessary. but
And plus, Son is coming back too. So.
that and Son is coming back, so I think you got a lot more coming back with them. And
Yeah,
to go put on a show away, I think that they can do it.
for sure. Well, on to our next one, guys. We got our favorite. You know, Champions League is some baby stuff. Dude, right? Who's watched Champions? We're gonna go to the Europa League, guys.
Yeah,
the
man.
best league.
Europa
The best
over
league.
Champions League, man.
To be honest,
Second
guys.
best.
To be honest, I don't really watch. You guys, what do you guys? I mean, I watched the highlights. but-
Europa's actually it's pretty interesting because you get to
I
see
mean-
clubs that are trying hard to really get into Champions League, and I mean
Yeah.
Europa League, it's still a prestigious. It's a prestigious cup.
No,
People
that's
wanna
true.
Win it,
That's
definitely.
true. No.
And
Well,
even last year, like Atletico Madrid won Europa last year.
oh, true.
And
yeah.
when they played the Super Cup, which is Champions League winner versus Europa League winner,
Right.
Atletico won Real Madrid 4-3
Yeah.
Mm.
in the Super Cup. So I mean, like big teams win the Europa League, and it
True,
shows that
true.
that team is on the rise and may be able to perform next year in the Champions League.
For sure.
Meanwhile,
And-
the smaller teams over here in the Champions League are given a run for their money.
Yeah. So exactly. So I mean, so Europa is definitely. So I mean.
Yeah, no, I'm messing around. I actually, no, I respect it. I respect the league, that's for sure. I mean, it's any better than anything we have over here.
Yeah.
That's for sure. By the way, guys, we're from the LA area? Long Beach?
LA County region,
Long
yeah.
Beach area.
Yeah. Should we say that? I don't know. Is that?
They're gonna.
They're gonna find me, right? Just
They're gonna track you
they're gonna
down.
track me down, guys.
They heard about Ahmed's bed stuff.
Oh, shit.
They said, "Where's this?
Well, where's this guy at, man? For sure. So, I mean, the first leg hasn't happened, right? It's tomorrow by the time this
It's
recording.
tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we can talk about the first and the second leg.
Yeah.
I mean, we have Valencia versus Arsenal. They're both in semi-bad form, to be honest.
Yeah, so they're basically both in pretty not. I mean, I'd say Valencia's form's a little better than Arsenal's right now, but it's definitely not great. Arsenal just came out of a loss by the Wolves 3-0 and Leicester City 3-0. And what was more surprising was the Wolves was at home, and Arsenal's home form is. Arsenal's known for their away form. They wouldn't be in their home form. They wouldn't be in the position they are.
Absolutely.
If they, and it's honestly surprising because recently, I mean, they won both legs against Napoli with clean sheets. They didn't get scored on once.
Mm-hmm.
And although Napoli hasn't been doing so well, they're still a big team and have big names playing on their teams. So
Right.
they did well, definitely beating Napoli in both legs. But Valencia also
You
fought
never-
hard for their position. So.
Right, and you never know. I mean, the Spanish teams always do really well in the Europa League.
Yeah,
always.
definitely.
Wouldn't put it past Valencia to
Yeah,
win this
yeah.
entire thing. I think.
Right.
I think Arsenal's inability to get a result away from home is going to lead to a very hard time for them winning, because I think Valencia will be able to get some sort of result, if not just one goal at Arsenal in England. So I feel like if Arsenal can't show up away, it's going to be a hard time for them.
Man,
I think
for sure.
I would guess that Valencia is going to take it all away.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely.
Right. I think so
it's
too.
a good call. I mean, Arsenal. See, that's the thing. Arsenal plays very good at home. Like they at least usually. Not, recently, it hasn't been.
Right.
At least the last 2 weeks, but usually at home they like when they lost against Rene's 2-1. Everyone, fans, everyone in the club knew, even though their aggregate was at 2-1 against them, they all knew that they were gonna go through to the next round because of Arsenal's home form, and they went back and they beat them. I think it was 2-0, or I think it was 2-0 or 3-0. Yeah,
not sure. Yeah.
That was the game that Aubameyang put the mask on.
The mask, dude.
The mask, all the way from Dortmund.
Dortmund product, man.
So I mean, Aubameyang's definitely been phenomenal this season, and
they're just a different team. They're just a different team at home.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a whole different style of football for whatever reason. They put on a whole different show there. So.
Yeah, man. Well, so I mean, this is gonna be going on during the second leg, right? This podcast. So, what do you guys think on the aggregate score? So both games. What do you think?
It's hard to call.
That's a hard one, man. I feel like they're really similar.
I'd say we predict at least the first game, because calling the aggregate on both is the first game. I believe it's at. Is it at Arsenal home?
Let me check.
Or is it at Valencia?
Valencia.
And this is gonna be tomorrow.
Yeah, it's tomorrow's game, dude.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, it's at Emirates. So I definitely think Arsenal is gonna take this game.
The first one, at least, right?
I'd say it's 2-1.
2-1, and I say the same thing. If
it's anything less than that, Arsenal's not going through.
Man, they just have.
They need to get a result at home. If they don't get a result at home, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put any money on them winning.
You heard that here first, guys.
I definitely think Arsenal's gonna win that one, especially coming out of these two losses. They have something to prove, and the race for top 4 is very slim for Arsenal right now. So
they actually have.
They need to win Europa, and they have hard games coming up. They're playing against, I believe it's.
No, they actually have easy games, dude.
Really?
They have Brighton at home.
And Brighton, that should be a win.
And Burnley away, although Burnley's in good form.
Burnley's picked up form.
Burnley's in good form.
You can't. They lost against Man City last week, but it was 1-0. They played a great game. Almost gave Liverpool a chance at that, but.
Dude, Liverpool.
Yeah.
We got big Liverpool here, guys. I'm a big Liverpool fan, guys.
I'm just over here watching the dumpster fire is Dortmund losing them.
Dortmund. Who watches I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So, okay, so you have Arsenal?
So, yeah, I have Arsenal in the first game.
I've got Valencia. I mean, for the first game?
First game.
I think Arsenal will take it by a slim margin.
I think first game, Arsenal will take it, or a tie. And I think second game, Valencia's going to take it, I think.
Yeah, I would say for the first game, I'd put a 1-1. I think Arsenal.
Yeah, something like that. I think so.
And who do you guys think's going to go through? And then
I got Valencia going through.
I've got Valencia. I've got Valencia winning the whole thing. In fairness, so.
Really?
I think Arsenal will go through. I believe they will be able to pick up.
Okay.
I definitely think Aubameyang and Lacazette, when they have their games, they can't be stopped up top. Like even in the middle of the season when Liverpool were in pretty good form, we tied to them 1-1. So. They're definitely not a team to underestimate, but when they're in bad form, they are in terrible form.
Oh my God, seriously. So now next we got Chelsea versus Frankfurt, guys. So
Frankfurt's been playing amazing,
Frankfurt's good,
but they
Frankfurt's
definitely dipped
good,
in form recently. But in the last game or two,
I gotta say, like these two games that they're playing, they're pretty balanced. I feel like in form at least at the very least. But
I mean, Chelsea has that X factor of Hazard.
Hazard, man.
Well, Hazard can do magical things on the field, and so I mean, I really can't tell how that game's gonna go. I mean, if Chelsea's playing at home, I definitely think Chelsea will take it, or it will be a tie, because Frankfurt's definitely had some really good games, but defensively they've definitely been lacking.
Well, the first game is going to be in Germany, so that's the first game, right?
Yeah.
First leg.
I don't think it's going to make a difference. I think Chelsea's probably going to win this.
Really?
Yeah, I don't see them winning. I mean, I know that Frankfurt had gotten their result over, was it Benfica, right? I think they played Benfica to go through, and they won 2-0 on the second round of it. but they aren't playing well against German clubs, and for sure, I mean, you've got them not showing up against Wolfsburg. They drew, and they couldn't even get a win over Hertha Berlin, which is, I mean, they're struggling anyways, and they had a red card in that game, so I wouldn't put it past
in their favor, or
in
their favor.
In their favor, yeah.
Well, I'm telling you. I mean, I want to say Chelsea, man. I really do, but I feel like, man, I don't even know, man. I'll give it to Chelsea, honestly. I'll give it to Chelsea because I think if they're playing, everything connects. Hazard has a good game. Everyone has a good game, and everything just clicks. They're definitely a better team than Frankfurt.
There's so many people to show up. I mean, you have Hazard, you have Higuain, you have a solid defense when it plays well.
When it plays well,
which it really hasn't proven that it plays well recently.
Frankfurt's not exactly the team to come in and put goals up on you. I mean,
Definitely.
They're not going to run you up at
I mean,
all.
I feel like they're definitely at the same level. They're actually, I think they're both in 4th place in their leagues.
Yeah.
And I think they're playing at the same level of football, so it's definitely going to be a very interesting match.
So who's winning first game?
I think Chelsea takes both games.
No,
Okay.
I think it's going to be a tie game first game.
And second game?
Yeah, second game, I think Chelsea will win it and go through.
I think Chelsea will take both games too. I feel if Hazard can step up just as he's been doing, and everyone else.
They're a bigger club for sure.
I feel like they have.
They've got a lot less people to depend on.
Right. Well, see how it goes.
that's it.
$20, guys. All right. On to the next thing, guys. Now we'll get to more interesting. I'm just kidding, guys. So we got EPL Final Games, guys. So by the time of this recording, this week will be the last week of the Champions League, of the English Premier League.
There's two games left.
2 games left, but by the time
by the time
this goes up,
all right, definitely, yeah.
So we have Man City, Liverpool fighting for the top spot. Man City has Leicester and Brighton. Last 2 games. And let me tell you this. Let me tell you this though.
Yeah.
Man City lost to Leicester first time.
Yeah, Leicester City. Leicester City had an amazing game last week. Vardy got 2 goals in injury time.
Right.
And definitely he's picked up form. So if anyone's gonna beat Man City right now, it's gonna be Leicester City. That's literally Liverpool's only hope.
Only hope, I think.
Only hope to the title, and obviously closing their games. I mean, we end the season with Wolves, and the game before that's Newcastle. So
dude, it's tough, man.
It's not gonna be easy, and Newcastle's been proven in the last couple of weeks that they can definitely do some damage. Like Perez has been in some decent form, so Liverpool definitely. Now that Champions League hopes are pretty slim, we definitely gotta focus on those last 2 games.
You never know. Liverpool might come back, dude.
I mean,
4-0 against Barcelona.
I mean, the chances are slim,
Come
but
on, man.
I mean, we
Gotta
played
believe.
a good
PSG versus
game.
Barcelona.
We played a good
Exactly.
game.
You gotta believe, man.
I think there's a small percent chance that they will be able to come back. Like,
will you place a bet right now?
I wouldn't.
Nobody in the right mind's placing it
right now.
But if we played a terrible game and lost, I would say there was 0 hope. And there's very slim hope, but we played
There's
a good
there,
game.
man.
We lost to minor mistakes and the Messiah's insane free kicks.
Dude, it's just
so
his free kick was
Messi
unbelievable.
just.
But that's the thing.
His
If
first
he's going to
goal-
be able to produce that again, if he's able to
Yeah.
produce that again next game, there's absolutely no
His
hope.
first goal was right place, right time, though. Like, that's something that wasn't even particularly like a
the
Liverpool
second one?
problem.
Yeah.
The second goal,
Yeah,
the
that's
one
true.
after Suarez scored.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's go back to the
Yeah, so back to the race for top 4.
top 4. So I got, man, I just don't see. City might drop points against Leicester, maybe. That's the only hope, right?
Yeah, that's the only
just
hope.
am-
I think the chances are very slim. All they have to do is tie, but even then. But see, the problem playing with these smaller teams is that
You never know.
these guys
right?
have nothing to lose at this point, and
Yeah.
they play like they've got. And that actually has like the psychological effect of that is they have nothing to lose, so they're gonna fight for just glory.
They're going to
And
come out and stick it to you.
let me tell
They're
you
not
this,
going to be
though.
afraid of
Exactly.
you. I mean,
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
beat them, but
Let me tell you this right now.
they're going to attack you for sure.
Brighton, in their spot right now, they are. Oh wait, in relegation zone, I think right now.
yeah, they're not in a relegation zone. They're one above.
Oh, the one above.
Oh,
They're in the playoff spot.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
so
So
they're-
they're one above Cardiff, right?
Yeah.
If Cardiff wins both of their games and Brighton loses both of their games, Brighton's out. So they're kind of fighting for that.
Yeah,
Are we
to
just
stay in the
gonna
league.
act like Cardiff City's probably going to win both of those
Man, I
games?
got.
I mean,
who does Cardiff have, man? Cardiff has.
Cardiff has Crystal Palace.
They'll probably
and
blow
Man
Man United out of the water.
It's
Let's be
definitely-
5-0 Man United win.
No.
No, Cardiff win.
Yeah, so Cardiff City's probably out, which
honestly,
is sad to see because Cardiff, I don't know. I feel
if they're
like
fighting,
they have potential, but definitely didn't play that well this season.
Dude, Huddersfield's still in? Nah, just kidding.
Yeah, Huddersfield is out. The only it was a surprise when Huddersfield beat the Wolves, but
oh man, the Wolves couldn't beat the Huddersfield the entire season. Not even both games, not one game.
Wow.
Both games they lost, dude. They're so mad.
Wow.
And then Wolves goes and sticks it to Arsenal.
Dude, I don't get it. They can't win bottom six, but they can win the freaking top six.
And so who do Arsenal have left for their
Arsenal
last two
has,
games?
let's see. Okay, they got Brighton,
Brighton
and Burnley. Okay, that should be easy, right?
Okay.
It should be.
That should be.
But
Let's
how
assume that they win
Brighton.
one of those games and tie the other.
Let's see. They'd be
That
4
would
points
put
up,
them,
right?
that would put them 4
70.
points, 70. So they wouldn't even be able to.
That's if Chelsea loses both of their games.
And Chelsea would have. And who does Chelsea play?
Chelsea plays. We got.
Watford and Leicester City.
Never
I
know,
definitely
man.
think they're gonna dip points there too.
I think so too. I don't think they're
I
gonna
think
win.
they'll get 4
both
points
games.
too.
So if they get 4 and 4, we're seeing.
Four.
Chelsea's sitting at 68, so.
Yeah, no, we're seeing. What about Tottenham? Do you think they're gonna win both? Let's see there real
I
quick.
think.
Bournemouth,
Wow, and they play
Everton.
Man United.
but that's the.
Oh,
That's
okay,
the-
that's a yeah.
more in the future friendly.
Yeah, see, Tottenham's probably gonna drop some points there too. They all have hard games, and that's the thing.
Yeah,
For the past
exactly.
3 weeks, all three teams have Arsenal, Chelsea, and Man United have dropped points,
Right.
and that's definitely gonna cost them. And it seems like no one wants top 4 right now. And
Well-
that's the thing. That's why Chelsea and Arsenal are gonna fight for their
Right.
life in Europa.
Well, let me tell you
because
this,
that's
though.
their only chance into Champions
We're
League.
counting out Man United, who are playing Huddersfield, which have the worst
Yeah,
shots on target. I think they haven't taken that many shots.
Man United is definitely gonna beat Huddersfield.
They have to beat
and
Huddersfield.
Probably gonna beat Cardiff City, especially since it's at their
Well, if
home.
that happens, check this out. They
And-
could make it into Champions
They're
League.
barely up.
They could
would
make it.
need. Well, what's the goal difference between? Yeah, no. Manchester United isn't even close to the goal difference of Chelsea. Chelsea will go through regardless.
Right.
I think
Yeah,
the way that
Chelsea
you're
would
looking
just
at the
have
top.
I see that. I see
I
that.
think the way
would
that
just
they
have
look
to
at the
win
top
one
4
game.
right now is probably how it's going to end.
Yeah.
So
I would
Man
imagine that
City.
This is how it's going to go.
Yeah, that's actually pretty.
So
true.
here's what I think. I think Man City's going to be at top. Liverpool second.
Unfortunately for Liverpool,
Unfortunately.
you're not going to drop any points to them. I feel.
Dude, I don't think so either, man. And then third place, we got. Man, I'm trying to choose, man, but I think.
Tottenham or Chelsea.
Third's gonna be
You're saying you're telling me that
Tottenham.
You're saying you're telling me that Chelsea's going to drop
Man.
a game to Frankfurt, but
Not
not
to
gonna-
That's the thing. They are
I could see
gonna
a Man
drop
City,
the game.
Liverpool, Tottenham, Chelsea. The only thing I'm debating right now is seeing where Arsenal and Man United are going to be.
who wants 5th place?
Who
more?
wants that 5th place? I'm
Yeah,
telling
honestly.
you, man.
I mean, at this point, you better get 5th place.
I mean,
if you're not
Arsenal
getting
should be
Champions
able to win those games, but you just never know.
I always thought
anymore.
Arsenal would always get 4th. I never thought I'd see the day.
Yeah.
Dude. I honestly, I want to see Man United in 5th, but it's gonna be tough, man. I think how it is, I think it's gonna end, I think too, as well.
League. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the way
I'd
that it
have
looks
to
at
agree.
right now is how it's going to read.
$50.
Definitely.
Just kidding, guys. Right. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for that little chuckle. That was nice. Appreciate that, guys. I appreciate that.
I gave you a pretty left.
All right, thank you. Oh, that's our. By the way, I don't think I introduced our audio engineer. We got Tristan Mancilla.
Yo.
I'm just kidding.
I'm not supposed to be talking.
Much
Tell
love,
me
much
to
love.
Get back in the closet.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Hey, yeah, you stay in the back, all right? Just
Get back in the closet, dude. We invite
Come
you
on,
guys.
come on, dude. This is a 3-man show. Anyway, so we got our things. We got our
enough
predictions at
blanks
the
for
very
the
top.
three of us.
Yep.
Ready. So that's it for the EPL. But we got anything else?
I think we
to
should
add on
finish
it?
off by saying what's it called? Since 3 teams are probably gonna get 3 teams will get relegated. Fulham, Cardiff, and
Huddersfield.
Let's
We
be
should talk
certain.
about the teams that are coming out.
Oh, dude. I have
Championship.
them. Oh,
Absolutely.
come on, I had it right here. Right here, guys. We have a great little
Gonna see-
studio here. So we got our.
We're going to see Leeds.
We're gonna see,
Yep.
You're gonna see our.
Like, who are we
Wow.
gonna see in the
Welcome
EPL
back.
next
Look at
season?
this, guys. We're.
Back to
It's
the Leeds.
this is really exciting, and the playoffs for
Shit.
3rd place of
Shit.
championships coming up. So those are gonna be some really.
No.
Who's
exciting
already
games
up
to
already?
watch.
Norwich is already up.
So
Norwich is up.
Swansea just tied.
Sheffield
today.
is already into, right?
So yeah,
Sheffield's in.
Norwich and Chef are definitely coming up, and the playoffs are against Leeds, West Brom. Wow, West Brom.
West
fun.
Brom, I know.
and Aston Villa and Derby County.
You think
If
Derby County can keep it though?
keep it. Yeah, that's.
I hope they can. I really want to see
between them
Frankfurt.
and Middlesbrough. So.
Yeah. Out of these 4
I'd
teams,
like
though,
to see Derby in it. Definitely.
I want to see Leeds go back.
you think Leeds going? I
I've
mean,
been there for so long.
Yeah,
It's so fun.
that would definitely be. But I know a lot of Aston Villa fans. would
yeah, me too. I know
love to see
my
their
boss is
club
an Aston
back,
Villa
man.
fan, and
Aston Villa's
Back
got a ton of
into
good players. Like,
yeah,
it's kind
man.
of weird.
And they have a
that
very
they-
like loyal and big fan base. So I think
I'd like
think
Aston
they'll
Villa.
fight for it.
I'd like Aston Villa. You?
But definitely, honestly, I'd be happy with either of them. Also, because West Brom, I told you plays,
West
has
Brom.
that Egyptian player in defense. So
Egyptian
a
player.
little biased.
Yeah.
But
They do have a
Ahmed
solid
Higazi.
Egyptian player. I totally forgot about him. Yeah.
Who? Yeah.
Do you
So-
really, wait,
I actually do know who this is. I don't know
Michael,
his name,
what
I
is
know
his
who-
name?
I just saw a video of him and I thought he was fantastic.
Okay.
I'm just spewing
I'm just
crap.
I'm just kidding, guys. We have a
But
great.
yeah, so that's gonna be a big fight to
You're
get
so
into
fired
the
up,
EPL.
Oh my god, for sure. So Norwich, Sheffield, and then I would say I would want Aston Villa to go through.
Yeah, I'll stick to Leeds.
Leeds.
Yeah, I mean,
I like Leeds.
watch.
I want to see
They just
West
crash
Brom.
out.
West Brom.
Yeah,
We're
they,
leaving
I
out-
mean,
we're-
they just left last season,
Yeah,
so
they did just leave.
them coming back would be good for them.
For sure. So Derby County now.
I mean, Derby County would be cool just to see Lampard
Just to see Lampard back up. That'd be cool.
coaching in the EPL.
Yeah.
But
like their
other
badge.
than that,
Honestly, yeah, that'd be cool. Cool little design.
yeah.
Not too bad. Not bad.
Not the goat, but the sheep.
Not the goat. All right, guys. So on to our final topic. Well, should we even?
Well,
what is
guys.
it?
So
What
this
is
is one of the best. Like this is what you guys have been waiting for today, guys. It's one of the best, if not the second best league.
I feel like we're about to talk about the MLS.
Second best league in North America.
No.
The second best league in North America, guys.
Is it really?
Right behind the best league in North America, the Mexican
you mean
league
so-
right here. Mexican
okay.
league right here. But anyway, we'll talk
watches
about.
that anyways?
We'll watch this, guys. Come on. If you guys aren't watching that, guys, you guys gotta watch it, guys. Really great league over there. But we're gonna talk about the MLS. I mean, we don't have that many big topics to talk about this week, but there's something big that happened over the weekend. We had LA Galaxy go against Real Salt Lake, I believe.
Wow.
I
Yeah,
believe
it's
that's
Real
what it
Salt
was.
Lake, yeah.
Because I'm a big fan.
Try not to get too excited.
Yeah, it was
Don't get
It
too
was
excited,
Real-
guys. Don't get too excited on
It
this
was
one.
Real Salt
Yeah.
Lake.
Real Salt Lake versus LA Galaxy, 2-1 win. Zlatan scoring a decent goal in the box. But the big discussion we got to talk about is what you guys think of the big confrontation Zlatan had against that defender.
He's always confrontational.
I
But
mean,
dude,
yeah,
I feel like-
Zlatan gets in anyone's face that gives him a little bit of attention. So,
Dude, I thought it was a bit too much. I don't know if you
It
guys
was
saw the
definitely
video.
too much of
I
it.
feel like it was.
I feel like he's been a little bit too
exaggerated.
much for a while now, but that's
I mean,
neither here nor there. He's definitely
Yeah.
he's probably the most prolific goal scorer in the league for sure.
definitely, he's top scorer right now, right?
Yeah,
think
and he's
so.
Yeah.
walking his way up the MLS.
Yeah,
top
and
scoring list
I
after
last-
like a
the
season
last
and
game
a
I
half.
saw with him, he's just literally probably one of the laziest players on the pitch. But still,
Still
like,
makes a big difference,
The
though,
single
yeah.
touch he makes is like what opens up a goal. So
And he's
I
almost
mean,
50. So.
So
He's
the
almost-
guy
yeah,
is
he's almost
still
70, right?
phenomenal.
Yeah, he's coming up on 70 years old.
75 I think,
in March.
Yeah.
Next March.
Happy birthday to Zlatan. No, just kidding. So and I mean they're in second place right now, so it's pretty decent. So right now as
Behind the better LA club.
LAFC,
Yeah.
best club in the West Coast North American League.
Okay, you don't gotta go that far.
Yeah, they're definitely doing pretty good this season. So
Yeah, they're really
Dude,
good.
They're comparing Vela to the Messi of the MLS.
Okay, stop.
No, the
Who,
Messi of the
Villa?
MLS. No, Vela.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Are we just gonna start
I
throwing
can see that.
Messi's name around in the MLS? Like,
No.
we saw Carlos Vela in the Spanish league, and he was not even. He didn't even belong on the same pitch, really. So.
No, he's been playing really well though. I gotta say,
No, he's really.
great,
I'm just
man.
kidding, but he's
Yeah.
he's nowhere near Messi. Come on, let's.
I mean, I'm talking about like a comparison wise. Like if you're talking about like Messi to La Liga, Vela to MLS. So you get what I'm saying? It's like it's more like.
It's making me cringe, Alfonso.
yeah, I know. These
I don't
are
know who
some-
said that. I don't
some
know who said that,
hardcore
dude.
allegations.
But he's been doing great, man. He's been doing great. So right now, as the standings hold right now, LAFC first place,
in the West Coast.
best team in the world right there.
And East Coast would be
Wow.
DC United with Wayne Rooney.
But second place, are you talking about East Coast, right?
Yeah, I'm talking
DC
about
United,
East
yeah,
Coast,
first
DC
place, yeah.
United.
Wayne Rooney
Yeah, Wayne
Dude.
Rooney's still going hard.
He's still going. He's doing really good over there, man.
He works his tail off.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the thing. He
He's
has
a workhorse.
amazing work rate.
Especially for as old as he is.
Yeah.
Normally,
Yeah.
And still, like, the other day I watched the game, this guy has the most amazing crosses I've ever seen. Like, he'll get the ball exactly where it needs to be.
It's perfect. Man.
close
Like,
those
he's
goals
really,
when
really
he
good.
when you've been
So-
doing it for 30 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I
For
mean,
sure.
he's definitely a well-rounded player.
So that is the 5 minutes on MLS that we planned for today, guys.
5 minutes too much,
Just
frankly.
kidding.
Major League
We gotta
Soccer.
talk about a little bit MLS every week, guys. So if you guys are joining us for the MLS, we'll put in 5 minutes every week, guys. Or you can skip over this if you want. Just kidding. Just kidding. But anyway,
Show love.
show some love to the MLS guys for sure. And we're gonna finish off our show today. We're gonna do something fun. Do a fun little debate.
What are we doing?
All right. So
What's our debate on?
you want to know what it is?
I'll debate you on anything.
All right, sounds good, man. So this.
Debating on the debate.
Yeah,
On the
exactly.
debate. We're gonna
Debating right
debate
now.
what we're gonna debate
1
on
point.
on the next thing. So here's gonna thing. We're gonna do a competition every week. What we're gonna debate a controversial question to see who can make the better argument, win the argument, and our judge is gonna be, of course, one and only Tristan Mancilla.
I feel like you just described how a debate works.
Debate.
All right.
And the winner that he chooses will get 2 points. Will be on the league table.
I think there should be 2 points to him, and I think there should be 2 points to whoever watches this, like a
Ooh.
fans kind
What?
of like a fans.
Yeah,
input.
fans got
Oh,
to
okay.
Yeah,
Ooh.
relax. I'm
Feedback.
just trying to say, I think the people should have a voice too.
You know, you're right.
What's your deal?
You know what? You know what? This is
I think we need a new host.
This is a dictatorship.
I say.
Alfonso
I'm
runs
just-
the show.
Just kidding. But we could. I mean, if we got any big fans out there, we'll you know what we'll do?
All 10 of you.
All all my friends, thank you, Mom, for listening. We'll do. We know what we'll do. We'll do an Instagram poll on my personal Instagram page.
Wow.
Shameless plug coming.
Shameless
Wow.
plug coming in right now.
Way to reap the followers.
Well, here's the thing. Once we make an Instagram for this thing, we'll put it on there. Oh, what's that?
Yeah, just run it out. Figure that out later.
We'll figure it out later. Okay, you know what? I gotta say it here though. We'll post it on our personal team page, the alvista.fc at alvista.fc, alvista.fc. Follow us, guys. We're at 130 followers right now, so it's pretty good right now. So pretty big, guys. So
This is what fame is like.
Yeah, I feel bad. It's unfollowed.
Guys, we're losing
129 now.
followers as we speak.
So we'll be posting the poll on there. You can vote who won this week's debate, and this is what we'll do. Tristan, if he chooses the winner, 1 point for the winner, and another point for the fans vote. Sounds good?
Sounds like we're having a lot of 50-50s.
Oh, it's gonna be great.
I'm just kidding. I'm gonna blow you away.
No, dude.
That's awful.
So what's it call it? Debate number 1, and we'll have this is what we'll do. We'll have a league table. All right.
Oh.
We'll have a league table. At the end of the month, whoever wins, we'll have to call him champ for the entire podcast the next
Sweet.
month.
You know, next time we should throw it on that TV.
Down. guys,
should throw it on that
guys,
TV.
you can't see this right now, but we are actually on campus recording in a room where there's no one in at right now. So we're right now our studio is pretty nice right now. We have a
We're pretty
TV.
lucky.
To be honest, like I like the view that's going on
It's
behind you.
really nice. Do we have people studying behind us? People studying behind us.
Hashtag
We have people waiting outside to wait for us to get out. No, just kidding. But it's a pretty great room in here, guys. Anyway,
It's besides the point.
besides the point, here's our first question debate.
Have you already seen this question, by the way?
Yeah.
Hey.
Someone's prepared.
Listen.
Wow.
I don't actually. We'll see. First question.
We'll see. Okay.
We'll see. But anyways, Tristan, you'll be the judge, so listen up. We've got Michael up first. Question is, we actually talked about this before, actually.
Okay.
Oh,
We talked
yeah.
about this before.
Yeah, we did.
What should be valued higher in your opinion? 3 assists or 3 goals?
3 assists or 3 goals?
3 assists or 3 goals. Like, let's say a guy just got 3 assists and another guy scored 3 goals. What do you think is a better game?
What do I think is a better game for somebody?
Yeah.
Well, I think it's viewed as better to score 3 goals because you just took over the game yourself. You've just completely taken over the game. If you score 3 goals,
Okay.
just think about the average goals that a team scores. It's normally 2 or less, right?
Okay.
If you score 3, then you should have theoretically just outscored the entire other team. Whereas, and it's completely up to you as well.
Mhm.
So you've done it all on your own. However, 3 assists,
Mm-hmm.
it's just however clinical whoever you're passing it to is. It's
How
completely
good the pass is.
it's dependent upon somebody. Alfonso, I've given you beautiful passes and you've put it over the crossbar. We're
Oh,
not gonna talk about it.
me. Okay, now we're gonna get started on our league team.
Now
I'm
it's
just
not a
kidding.
debate, it's a fight.
I'm just kidding. But yeah, I full-heartedly think 3 goals is a more difficult
What? Okay,
task.
what if? You know what? Okay, that's your thing.
I think that's true. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Because I don't have to like
It's
3
decent.
goals. I have to put it in the back of the net. If 3
Okay.
assists, I have to wait for you to do it.
Okay. All right. Ahmed, you're up.
I think honestly, I think today's a perfect example why 3 goals is more important than 3 assists. Like against
Exactly
Liverpool,
right.
3 goals.
plenty of opportunities were created, but no one was there to put them in the net.
To finish.
If
That's
there's
the
no one
biggest
putting
thing.
him in the net, then you still lost 3-0. And then those 3 assists don't even matter because no one was able to put him in the net. So I definitely say 3. And look at Messi.
Right.
1 goal was literally on his own. He didn't need
Yeah.
anyone to give it to him.
No.
And so I definitely think 3 goals is definitely more important than 3 assists. Obviously, the assists. Not trying to undermine the guys out
assist
there
masters.
giving assists,
Right,
but
Considering you are one yourself.
I mean the whole team should be ready to assist. I mean at any point, defenders, midfielders, that's how it works. They gotta help bring that goal.
And my only thing is like, I don't.
Oh, Tristan's coming. Oh, Tristan's coming in. Tristan's coming in. Going.
No, I'm just saying I don't really think I could give a point to if they both.
Well, wait. You gotta say which one had the better one.
I will add as well. I will add.
Well, then I
Whoa,
will add.
my bad.
Just kidding.
Wow.
On top of that, no. If you were to just go off, because they keep the stats on chances created, like how many chances a player created.
Okay.
And theoretically, your chances created should be. I mean, it's allowed to be a goal.
Oh,
right?
I see what you mean.
There are significantly more chances created by a player as opposed to goals by a player, unless your name is Cristiano Ronaldo or Lionel Messi,
Exactly.
which they're almost the same.
Well, my take. Here's my take. All right.
Let's hear your take on it.
I'm gonna go controversial take today, guys. I'm gonna play devil's advocate here.
All
So,
right. Let's hear it.
you know what I'm gonna say? You guys don't expect this answer.
Yeah, there's only 2.
There's no.
If you say they're both as hard as the other,
They are equally as in. I'm just kidding. No, I got 3 assists.
3 assists.
Is more important because let me tell you this.
This is coming
Because
from
this
someone who doesn't score goals.
this is coming from someone who gives great passes to people, but they can't finish in front of the goal. But anyway, this comes from because listen to this. It's 3 assists. That means 3 goals went in.
Mhm.
We're not talking about how many chances they created. 3 goals already went in because of that person.
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying? So it still counts as you scoring that goal because you gave it right at their feet. You get what I'm saying?
That's not just an assist, though, Alfonso. You can pass it to Leo Messi, and he can dribble 2 players.
Right,
and they put
but
it in
we're
the
not-
back of the
we're not-
net,
we're
and
not
it's-
talking-
And you still get that assist.
And you still get that assist.
We're not talking about how many passes, great passes to make end of the deal finish. We're
Goats
talking
don't
about
count.
they already make those 3 assists. You know what I'm saying?
But anybody could do that part, and not everybody can put the
But
ball. in
I
the
mean,
net.
Three in one
think
game?
You're
3 in one
taking
game.
Too much away from the sisters, but I mean, obviously,
No, I
they
totally-
have their
I
importance.
totally understand
They
where you're
both
getting
they both okay. First, they both have 3 goals. They both equal 3 goals.
Okay.
Right? They're both goals in their thing. I think giving a good assist is a lot harder than scoring a good goal. I think so. Giving a good assist meaning like a good threading the needle, giving a good cross right in there, right into their feet.
Did you see what Leo Messi did today?
That was a great goal. But
That was a great goal. You think that's easier than an
I
assist?
still think you finding some person's head in the box over shooting the ball.
I mean,
outside
see,
the box.
that even comes back to today's game. Look at Suarez's goal. Suarez didn't really have much to do. All he had to do was run
It's
into
just
the
simple
ball.
tapping, right?
But
I guess you know what?
That pass was incredible. I mean,
Exactly,
it was an
exactly.
amazing
I guess it
pass.
just
It
depends.
was a great pass from Jordan.
I think it just
Yeah,
depends
it
on
was definitely
what we're talking the
great
metrics
pass.
of a good goal and the metrics of a good assist.
Yeah, I think it's definitely like goal based.
I think
Like,
it's
depends how it
on a
plays
goal by
out.
goal basis, but I still think I'm very correct. And Tristan,
Comes to you.
I'm gonna have to decide against you on that one. Like,
you guys.
The arguments
talk
weren't good
about?
enough.
Honestly, guys, I was kind of
they
like.
scored the points, like.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you.
No, Tristan, I think you're a little
I know
biased.
What you're trying to say is that they gave a good pass and then they set it up for that. Especially like it's hard to really when you got a lot of coverage going on, you have to really try to thread the needle.
Exactly.
to-
That's true.
Yeah. So
That's
you get it.
definitely true.
So I'll give you that. That's probably maybe a bit more difficult
Thank you.
than when you have an open shot.
This
Can I
is
say?
building
It's not
up
exactly,
for
you
just
know.
to throw you
I know.
down.
I know. Give me the
It's
good.
the hardest part to be the most clinical. And look at what Salah did earlier today.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, he wasn't great on his right foot.
But we're talking about. Anyways, Tristan, what do you think?
Go ahead.
I'm going with Ahmed and Mike.
Ahmed. Why no? Which one over each other?
Which one made the better?
Argument.
I think probably Mike.
Yeah.
Ooh,
He gave more than the game.
Boom.
What can I say?
Hey, I'm still hoping on that fan vote. All right, guys. So
Master debater here.
hey, he called it.
I already got Mike
What
up
can I
1
say?
point this week. No worries. I'm coming up next week, guys. No worries.
It's all good.
Those 2 points.
The comeback game.
I'm sweeping. I'm
I'll
sweeping
give
next
you a
week.
better question next week.
Hey, you know what? Hey, if you guys have any questions, DM us at alvista.fc.
Damn it.
Right there. Right, we said .fc. But anyway, that ends our very first episode of the Football Amateur Show. We did it, guys. It was kind of. What do you guys think?
That's tough.
It was
I'm just kidding.
It's a good pilot.
hardest thing I've had to do this all week.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, no, that was
it's
awesome.
Pretty
Yeah.
cool, pretty cool. I hope you guys come back. Before we do leave, I do want to say a quick thank you to our composer, Jeremy Fields, for composing our intro and outro music. Follow him at Jeremy, so Jeremy _FIELD. Check that out, guys. You got a _. Don't forget that one, all right? We also got big quick thank you to our graphic designer, Claire Sum.
Yeah.
Woo! For designing our
Claire.
cover. We actually haven't seen it yet, but it'll be up.
But thank you, Claire.
But thank you, Claire, for putting in the time because it's going to be coming out while this episode comes out. Her Instagram is at CLAIRISAWESUM. So, spelled out, it's Claire is awesome, which is a good play on words.
Oh wow.
It's a great play on words. Definitely check that one out.
Good for her.
Because her name is Claire Sum, and then so it's Claire Awesome. So
That's pretty cool.
Wow, Alfonso.
it's really, I think it's a really
That
original.
goes in depth. I'm really glad you brought
Really
that to my
original.
attention.
And last but not least, we got our audio engineer. Woo! Give it up for our audio engineer, Tristan.
Hey,
his
Tristan.
Instagram is Brownimator, which is
Man of the
it
match.
could be a little better.
Man of the
BROWNIMATOR. Although, you got anything up yet? You got anything up
I
yet?
was hoping to wait for the plug until I started putting more stuff up on it. But
Definitely give him a follow, guys. Give him
honestly,
a
alright,
good
give him
DM.
a first post right now.
First pose.
First pose.
Taking the picture, guys, live right now.
There you go.
First post up, guys. Check us out, Brownimator. Last but not least, we got big shout outs to Ahmed Amargi. Where was it, Amargi, right?
Yeah,
I'm saying that right?
Amargi.
Amargi.
Yeah,
All right,
all
Marge.
works.
Close enough.
Marge.
Yeah, close enough, man.
Marge. Okay. It's you want to say you're at?
AAMARRAGY.
Why not? And Michael Milner over here. You don't really have to follow him. He's not really important. But I just kidding.
He's got enough. He's got enough followers.
You
wanna
can just
say-
find me at Michael_Milner. MILDNER.
For sure.
All right.
Maybe you'll get like
James
Maybe I'll
Milner.
get a
If you're
follow.
lucky, if you're
Or
lucky.
two. I mean, I get plenty of those bots follow me.
See. And you can follow me, of course, yours truly, almost at 1,000 followers. Check me out, Alfonso C. .96, guys. Check me out right there. You know what
Is
I'm
that what
saying?
year you were born?
No, dude, it's actually just a number I really liked, and I just want to put at the end.
When you flip it upside down, it's fantastic.
I'm just
All right.
kidding. Anyway, guys, thank you everyone for coming out to the first pilot episode. Let me know what you guys think in our DMs at alvistafc.fc or in my personal DMs. And yeah, it was great.
Yep.
We'll see you all on the next episode. Woo! Woo! That's kind of Wait, yes.
Yes.
See you guys.
See you next week.
See you next week.